traders, this is Mike Hamilton from Trade the Easy Way, and just to give you a quick heads up on what I'm seeing in the markets this week. Important day today because we've got the 10-year US 10-year bond auction and the federal budget balance. So the bond auction is critical because one of the things that has created some jitters on the market have been bond yields. So if bonds aren't supported and yields go up, that means the prospect for interest rates going up is much higher. So that is one of the reasons why this Nasdaq dropped back in March anyway. So you can see the Nasdaq has very neatly come up from this level up here, close to these highs, not quite at it. Options expire on Friday as well. That tends to mean that markets gravitate towards some big key numbers and big key pivots. It's got 14,000 up here. So on the basis that this is very, very bullish, and we've got the averages crossing and winding up, if we get a pullback into something like 600 here, then we could make a go for this 14,000. Alright, so that's the Nasdaq. As I pull back from this Dow, you can see this Dow had a really good finish last week from this high. This most recent high and this support underneath, we've just about broken through the top of this funnel pattern and potentially going to 34,000. Bear in mind what just about options expiry. So we need to see what the market's going to react, how the market's going to react, I should say, with the bond auction, which is happening a couple of hours before the markets close today. So how we close today is going to be crucial. I suspect we're going to get a fairly flat day, and like I said, potentially a pullback into something like 500 here, and we are currently 750, so that's not much of a dip anyway. Could be deeper. If we last week was quite strange. We had this big push up on Monday and spent the rest of the week just in that range. So I do think we need some sort of pullback to get some momentum in this market. The momentum has definitely fallen out. If you look at the DAX, this is really flat. So a nice structural pattern down here that we broke out from, went sideways, dipped before we got another leg up. So in theory, we should get another dip on this one to connect with the average before we then make it up to 15.5. Just looking at the price of this at the moment, and we are beginning to pick up from this morning's dip. So it's possible that I could be wrong and the consolidation is over and we're going to push higher. Certainly it's a very bullish intra-week chart. Okay, quick look at gold. I think this needs a pullback to around 1725, 1730, at which point I think we'll see 1760 and 1800 fairly quickly, I hope. And the silver took a much deeper dip than I expected. I didn't expect to see it come all the way back to 2370 area. I think it's a pullback into 2480, 70 to see if I can pick up and punch through 26 oil. Oil's been flapping around between 57.50 and 62. I was hoping this would go right to the bottom of this little channel, but at the moment we've had a good burst up here on Monday morning. I'm doing this at 20 past 10 UK time, 20 past 7 in the morning Eastern time, and so if we close like this is going to punch back to 67 and 70 area quickly. But I would like, it may be later in the week, once we get invents out of the way on Wednesday, we could take a deeper dip. Stocks. My favourite stock at the moment is this POG. There's a minor stock, and we had a good push up last week. Any move back into 23, 24 on this one, if we subsequently close above 25, then I think we can get back to 30. So if you're patient, try and bid on a pullback. assuming it gives a pullback, that could be a good option on POG. All the other UK stocks I've been following, BT, Rolls-Royce, they are BP, they're all sitting up nicely. At the moment, very shallow pullbacks, looking as if they could go higher. I am going to be doing a day trading summit in the very near future. If you want to find out when that is going on, then come on to tradeeasyway.com, come onto this briefings page, and then drop your name and email in there. I don't do a lot of emails, so you're not going to get bombarded, and then I'll update you on when that summit is going to happen. Otherwise, keep an eye on the home page and the events that are listed from this button on the home page. Alright, happy trading, stay in touch, and hope to see you soon. Bye.